Traditionally, the first program made by somebody in a new programming language is a Hello World program. This displays a Hello World message on the screen. I'm going to teach you how to make a slight variation of this in Visual Studio VB.net. We're using the free community version of Visual Studio 2013. Firstly, we create a new Windows Form application project and we name that My First Program. We create a new folder and call it My First Program. That would be the folder that contains the Visual Studio project and all the files associated with it. Once the project is created, it creates a blank Windows Form application. I will now enlarge the size of the form. The toolbox on the left-hand side contains objects that we can drag and drop onto our form. I will now drag and drop a command button onto the form. I will make the button bigger and change the font size. I will also change the property background colour to green. When we double-click the Start button, that takes us to where we can type in the part of the program that's run when we activate the Start button at runtime by clicking on it. We then start typing in the code, MSGBOX, which is the code for message box, and then My First Program. My First Program is in speech marks, and that's the text that we want to display within the message box. To run the program, we can click the Start or Play button at the top of the screen. It should display the message box as we've instructed it. We can stop the program running by pressing the red stop sign at the top of the screen. There's a caption that says Form 1 at the top of the screen. We can change that to make it the title of our program by changing the properties of the form. Let's double-click on the Start button to get to the coding section of our program. We can add as many lines of code as we like to this section of program, and the lines of code are executed or run in sequence. If we make a typo while typing in the code, the program will tell us by underlining that section of program with a squiggly blue line. I can see now that I missed the starting opening bracket. I can now go back and add it. The program will now display the three text boxes in sequence, one of which will be the traditional Hello World message. Okay, that's all now. I hope you enjoyed watching. Make the program yourselves and modify it. You will be learning how to use objects and modify properties. If you haven't already, please don't forget to subscribe.